Well, hello everybody, and happy Tuesday. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com, and I've got a brand new video for you today that I just can't wait to show you, because this is one of my new favorite sets, and I know you hear me say that all the time, but this is another brand new set that's in the Holiday Mini, which starts in about a week. And this is the front of it. Hopefully, if you're one of my customers, you've gotten yours in the mail with the celebration catalog. If you're not one of my customers and you would like to be, I would be happy to send them to you. Just email me and I can get them in the mail to you. There are a lot of great things in this mini catalog, and I can't wait to show it to you in just another week. But this stamp set that we're using on this card today is absolutely beautiful. It's called Beauty of Tomorrow. And this is what it looks like. It kind of reminds me, this bird does, of one of our paper pumpkin kits from like 2 years ago. That was a Shelly pick that she had designed it, and it had a bird kind of like that in there. And I loved that stamp set. So when I saw this, that's the first thing I thought of. And I couldn't wait to do a video with it. So let me get my computer going, see if anybody's watching. I just ran home from work. I worked all day today till 6 o'clock and then got home about 6:30, grabbed something to eat really fast, and then jumped on here. So I'm like running around crazy today, and it was crazy busy at work. This does have a die that goes with it, a die set, and it has a ton of different things, including that little bird, which we're going to be using today. And then it's got these pieces, but it also has this hiding one that I didn't even see the first time I looked at it, which I can't wait to do this one and see what it comes out to look like. I'm sure it's like a background piece of leaves and stuff, but I just can't wait to see what it looks like when I cut it out. So that's the die set. So Beautiful Leaves dies and the Beauty of Tomorrow stamp set. I also used this one, which is a brand new one. It's called Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder. So it's kind of like a typewriter type, and then it's got like part of it just kind of smeared off, like it's all worn and stuff. So I thought using this with the stamp set, I would make it like Shabby Chic looking. So I kind of designed the whole card with that theme in mind. So first I want to have a couple winners from the last few videos. So this one I already announced was Carol Ham. You won this card, and I haven't heard from you yet, so please let me know. Send me an email with your address and I'll send it to you. The winner of this card is Lisa Mitchell. So Lisa, if you're watching, this is your card. And Peggy Rohrbeck, you won this one. And this is the same colors. You can tell I love these colors together. So you guys that won, please email me and I will get your cards in the mail as soon as possible. And, oh, I forgot to get my computer going and see if we're live and if anybody's watching. Oh, hey, Janaea and Diane. Hey, how are you guys doing? Excuse me. I ate too fast, so now I've got, no, what do you call it? I don't know. When you get a tickle in your throat. Sometimes when you eat too fast, you get that. I don't know why this is so low, but let me move it up. All right, so here's the paper products for today's video. You need 5.5 by 8.5 crumb cake and 4 by 5 1/4 Very Vanilla. And I already embossed that one with that folder I just showed you a minute ago. 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 crumb cake. 2.5 by 4 Very Vanilla. A scrap of vanilla, doesn't have to be that big, I just grabbed a piece, and then 4 by 1/2 Misty Moonlight. So that's the paper that you need. So take a screenshot of that and we'll get started. And then I'll take off these. Whoops. All right, so you're gonna die when you see what I do. All right, first thing we're gonna do is stamp on our smallest vanilla piece, which is the 2.5 by 4. And let me get my scrap paper under here. So what I did was I just stamped these leaves kind of coming off the side, and this is Sahara Sand that I'm using to ink it up, and I'm going to do it upside down because I like I think it's easier to do it upside down. So I'm just going to start right off the edge like this. And then I'm going to ink it up again and kind of come back a little bit and just do that. So that's my first part, and it's just easier to do upside down. So that's all we need that one for. And you can also stamp that like inside your card if you wanted to. That would probably be pretty. Let me do that. I'm going to stamp one inside the card. So let's do one coming right up. I don't want to mess that one up. So let's do that. And that looks pretty. I probably need to re-ink this pad. I did this card at my meeting last night. So all the people in my group got to make it. And they all loved it. So I thought you guys would love it too. All right, so next thing we're going to do, oops, it's upside down now, is we're going to stamp this little flowery looking thing. I don't know what that is. We're going to kind of do that up from the bottom right here. And then I'm not going to re-ink it. Oops, I got a piece of fuzz on it. I'm just going to stamp it again like right there. You can barely see it. And I'm going to kind of do it right there so it's real soft looking. So we're done with that one. And done with that color. And then we're going to stamp, hey Deborah, hey Debbie, hey Michelle. How you doing, Debbie? I haven't seen you in forever. Oops, I forgot one thing too. I forgot this one. Let's go back and do that real quick. We'll do that. Let's do the bird first. So this bird is just so cute. And I did him kind of flying down, like going into the branch. And then also you need one on your scrap paper. And that one's going to get die cut. So you need two birds, one on the scrap, one on the regular. And the bird would look pretty on your inside too. All right, and then I went ahead and die cut one ahead of time. So here's the little die cut. You just put it on here. It lines up perfectly like that. And then it just pops right out. So that's the one punched out already. So I'll just stick that aside. And then I've got these little dots, which come in the stamp set too. So we're just gonna, oh, I should do a full strength one. I love these little splatter dots. They come in all these stamp sets now, and I just think they're so cute. All right, so we've got all our dots. Now what I'm gonna do, you're probably gonna freak out, but I wanna make it shabby chic looking. So I'm just gonna crumble everything up. So I'm gonna crumble up each piece into a ball and just get it good and crumpled, and then uncrumble it and crumble it again. And you want it like really soft, because the softer it is, the more shabby chic it's gonna look. So that's good for that one. And do the same thing with this one. And when you crumble it like this, it softens the paper up and just makes it easier to do stuff to, like distress it and stuff. And the more you crumble it, the softer it gets. And it almost gets to be like, see how soft it is now? It's just like, almost like cotton fabric once you do that. And then I did this piece. At the meeting last night, we were like, what? I said, yeah, but it uncrumbles. And then it'll flatten out and it'll be pretty. You just see. And if it rips, that's no big deal. You can just add that to your cool effects of your paper. And then this one I didn't, because that's just too big. So, all right. So now what I'm going to do is sponge. So I'm going to oh, I forgot to do this one too. Let's do this little piece right here. I knew it. Diane says I went crazy. I'm taking out my frustrations from work today. Oh my God. It was insane. Insane. We saw 100 people by 3 o'clock. It was absolutely crazy. We had a line out the door when I opened, and it never stopped the whole day. All right, the cool thing about this, when you sponge it, is where you have those creases, it's gonna make that darker on there, so it looks really cool. And it kind of makes the words and stuff on there pop. I really need to re-ink this because a bunch of people used it last night, and it's a little bit dry. Okay, I'm not crazy. You'll see when I put it all together, it looks beautiful. I just love the crinkles on here. All right, so we got it good and sponged on that one. And then we're going to sponge this other piece. We did so many like physical, school. Everybody's going back to school and sports physicals. It's crazy. I'm telling you what, when I got off work today, I was exhausted. Whew. I'm telling you, it was almost like flu season or something. It was so crazy. All right, so that's it for the sponging and the crumbling and everything else. So now we're just going to put it together. So this piece, I've got the blue that goes across it. So that goes right across the middle here. So I'm going to glue that down. And it's best to use your green glue. If you're not gluing flat to flat, then the green glue works the best. Because, oops, because it's the strongest glue. So that goes right here across the middle. Make sure you get it straight. And you have to hold it a minute because it's not flat. I just want to make sure it's straight though. Okay. Diane, I did not go crazy. Even though sometimes I feel like I am going crazy. All right, so then when you get that on there, then we're going to glue this one down to the back piece, the base. And I'm going to put some extra glue. And then glue that flat on here. And, oops, I really got to hold this because when it's not flat, it doesn't want to stick. Okay, we're just going to hold this for a minute. So, how are you doing today? I really have a craving for ice cream right now, but I didn't have time because I only had like, from the time I got home till the time I started the video, I had like, I don't know, less than 25 minutes. So I had to change clothes and I ate some spinach dip and Hawaiian bread for dinner. That was my like snack. And then of course that's not enough for dinner. So I have to have another snack. So I made a blueberry cobbler a couple days ago on Saturday and it was so good. So of course I've been eating that with ice cream for dessert every night. So I've got just enough left for one more bowl tonight, but I don't have very much ice cream, so I only can have about a spoonful in there. All right, so then what I want to do is just to stretch the edges just a little bit. I didn't put some glue on here. So you can kind of just crinkle it with your fingernails around the edges. And if you wanted to, you could take your scissors and kind of just fray the edges a little bit. I'll do that on the smaller piece so you can see. But I just want to make the edges kind of stick out like that. All right, so then we're going to put these two pieces together. But you know what I'm going to do first is take my scissors. Now these are old scissors. You don't want to use your good scissors to do this. And just kind of run it along the edge. And that'll just fray it a little bit. So we're going to have this good and antique-y looking, like it's an old letter somebody wrote. And you just found it in an old book somewhere. I love that show, Good Witch. Does anybody watch that show on Hallmark? They had the series finale. I was so upset that was the last episode. And they were trying to find this amulet that was gonna like save the day, you know. And it was such a good show. I just loved it. And I can't believe that. I didn't know it was the last episode until I saw the last episode. It said series finale. But they found this diary and stuff, and it was old. And I said, oh, that looks so pretty. And we have another embossing folder that's coming out that's music notes. That would be really, really good for this technique too. Because it would be perfect to distress and make look really old. Okay, so stick that down. Hold it just a minute. It's really hard to get the paper to stick when it's crinkly. But it will. If you just hold it. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing to this one. Just kind of do the corners up a little bit and grab it with your fingernail. If you rip it, that's good. It'll look good. You know what I should have put on here? Some ribbon. I don't know why I didn't put ribbon on this card. All right, so there we go. So we're going to put this down with some dimensionals. And of course I have my piece that's already cut up. You'd think I was like broke or something, but I was getting low on dimensionals. Now I have some more, but I got to use up all these ones I cut. And then we're just going to take that apart, and I also need 1 or 2 on the back of that bird. And I love the vanilla. Whenever you're doing like an antique looking card, you want to use vanilla because it already kind of makes it look old. And then when you put some crumb cake on it, and that's what I used to sponge, was the crumb cake. And then put that like right in the middle and press it down. And then we're going to get the one on the back of here. Let's use kind of a big one. And then I did not crinkle up the bird because he doesn't really need to be wrinkled, but we're going to put him like, let's see, let's put him going up. And then we need some Wink of Stella on the birds. So, oops, I went out of the line there. So just get a little bit of Wink of Stella on his wings. And a little bit like on his back. And do the same thing for the other one. And this is really a super easy card. If you don't crumble everything up, it'll probably only take you like 5 minutes. The crumbling part is what takes the longest. All right, so we've got some Wink of Stella. I don't know if you guys can see that on there. It's really pretty. And then we need some bling. So I'm addicted to these pearls now, the metallic pearls. I had not used these in forever. I actually forgot we even had them. And I found them in my bucket of stuff. And I was like, wow, these go so well with the blue. And I never realized that before. I need my take your pick tool. And so now I keep using them on anything that's blue. Because they really do look, I mean, they can be silver. They are silver, but when you put them on something that has blue in it, it really picks up the blue in there too. All right, so that is pretty much it, unless you wanted to sprinkle some Wink Stella, which is always a good idea. So let's do that. That always makes it look even more sparkly and beautiful. I love it. Love it. You guys ever remember this show? I can't remember what it was called. It's something with dinosaurs. My daughter used to watch when she was young, and there was this big dinosaur on there that was the girl, and she was like really like a prissy kind of girly dinosaur, and she would always just sing "Love It" all the time, and that's what I love to do when I'm creating. All right, so what do you guys think? You love it? If you do, give me some hearts and thumbs up. Hey, Melinda. All right, you can't see all of it in the picture because I'm looking at the screen and you can't see how pretty it looks in person, but it is really, really pretty, and it's got lots of sparkle on there. You like it? You don't love it, Diane? You're supposed to say I love it. But okay, good, everybody else loves it. Hey, Kathy. All right, Janaea, you love it too. Good, because we're probably going to do this in class. I might add some ribbon, though, to it, because I think it probably needs some ribbon. But I thought it was just a really cute card, and it only took me a few minutes to make it. So it's a great card to mass produce, especially if you don't do all the crinkling and you just have it flat. It's still a really pretty card and won't take you very long. So thank you guys for joining me tonight for a quick video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in 2 days on Thursday. Oh, hey, Stephanie. Well, watching with the family on mute. Are you muting the family or muting me? All right. Debbie, this stamp set came from, it's in the new catalog, Beauty of Tomorrow. It's in the new holiday mini that starts next week. Oh, don't forget the paper sale. It has 1 more week left. You can get all the designer paper, well, not all, but almost all of it for 15% off. So it's $9.78 for most of them. And I'm happy to be your demonstrator if you would like to order. I'd love to have you as a customer. Just go right here, stampingwithlisa.com. This is the host code for July. And I always send out gifts for orders. So make sure you use the host code and go right here. Make sure my name is on there. And I will be back in a couple days with a new video. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.